Hey there. Well, I'm on the boat. For those of you that don't know, I live on an island, and there's only a couple ways to get from the island to the mainland, and one is the Washington State ferries, or your private boat by boat. So a boat, or a plane. If you have a plane or you're a pilot, that's pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to fly a plane in the winter when it's blowing 30 miles an hour. I've been in planes. It's really not a lot of fun. I'd rather be in a boat. So, we're on our way home. I'm on my way home. My wife is in the car behind me, and our dog. And we came back from the neurologist at Virginia Mason in Seattle, and it was a great visit. I mean, it wasn't great. It was a good visit. It was very enlightening. Lots of good news. Some confirmations on what is going on. Clarification on some assumptions and just information that was provided to me by other medical providers that aren't specialists. But basically, the upshot of all this is, yes, it is 99.9% MS. And it is RRMS, just based on my conditions and what led up to this. Diagnosis of MS, what I have learned today, is more than just your symptoms, it's your story. And that's why so many people say, this is my MS story. And so now my journey and my story is, unfolding. I'm extremely fortunate. I have learned that others that have been afflicted with this really have had a rough time, and they continue to have a rough time. I am extremely fortunate that I have the use of my legs. I can see that this is RRMS. It's not any walk in the park when it's flaring up, but I've only had one flare-up. We are not going to do any kind of DMT or disease modification therapies. It's just too soon. The neurologist was very matter-of-fact, which I appreciate. Don't sugarcoat this stuff. I just want, the bottom line. And so, yeah. Anyway, it was good to talk to them. They interpreted the MRIs. Unfortunately, I left the DVD that I got from the imaging people. I kind of wish I had made a copy of it. I wasn't thinking straight, because a picture of your brain is kind of cool. It's MRI. I've never seen a picture of my brain. So that's kind of neat. But because I wanted to somehow figure out a way to put those images in a video, and which I may still do down the road. So where we're at right now is the neuro doctor is going to order a lumbar puncture or spinal tap. That will take about a week. Then we get notified by the DI, the Diagnostic Imaging Department. Then they're scheduling about 2 weeks out. So we're looking at about 3 weeks before I can get that lumbar puncture. And what that does is they draw out some cerebral spinal fluid. I think I got that right. And they look for what is the short description, or it's O-bands. There's a technical name for that, but they're looking for O-bands. O-bands, B-A-N-D-S. And ideally you have 0. one at the most. If anything over that, it kind of, I don't know what it tells you, but what I've learned is it probably rates the severity of your disease. And yeah, so there's that. I came across a really cool video, if it could be cool, by the London Medicine. It was like an infographic or an info cartoon about what to expect on your lumbar puncture, and that really kind of put my mind to ease, because some people say, oh my god, it's the worst thing ever. Other people says, no problem. It just goes to say that everyone is different. Everyone's disease is different. Everyone has a different experience. I consider myself incredibly fortunate that I'm able to function. I can still carry on my day. So yeah, I'm blessed. I'm fortunate. I'm thankful. If I had any advice to anyone out there, is open yourself up, be vulnerable, and share, because there are people out there that care about you. I had no idea. I was, kind of in my own little pity party and feeling very cynical about life. And I decided, wow, that's really not solving any problems. And I felt that, you know what, be vulnerable, because, people can tell. And I'm really fortunate that I have so many people out there that really care, more than I ever imagined. And it's just been incredible. People online, people I've never met, people I've known, I haven't seen or talked to or interacted with since high school, and that's been a long time ago. I'm kind of dating myself, but it makes a difference. And just know that you don't have to do this alone. I'm not doing this alone. I have my wife, I have my kids, but even if I didn't have them, there's literally hundreds of people in my community and beyond that have reached out to say, hey, we're rooting for you, we're praying for you, we're sending you good vibes. I'm not a super religious person, but I do believe in a higher power, and I do appreciate people's beliefs. I think that's fine. I hope I don't offend anybody, but I really appreciate everything, and I'll take it. Who am I to say there's no whatever your belief systems are? I was raised Catholic. My mom was a very curious person. She ultimately ended up being a Buddhist. I don't know what I am. I just believe that, treat others nicely and kindly, and, everybody's walking a different path. You never know what's going on. And so I guess my message to anybody who's watching this is that, the universe is really kind of interesting, and keep an open mind, and know that there are people out there that do care, whether you believe it or not, or whether you're aware of it, but you'll never reap those benefits if you don't open yourself up and make yourself a little bit vulnerable. Whatever life is bringing at you, whether it be life-altering or life-threatening, just know that people are out there, and they really genuinely want the best for you. And I think that's a great thing. I am so fortunate that I had no idea, but I do now, and it has opened my eyes bigly. So yeah, great day. Long day, but it's been amazing ride so far. And this, for me specifically, this is a great outcome. It's just been an amazing emotional situation, journey. I just wanted to let you all know that I really appreciate those that have reached out and those that haven't, or I'm sure you're all out there. I really appreciate it. And anybody that's watching this, if you're going through something, know that at least that there's a lot of people out there that care. And I care. Even if I don't know you, I care. Just know that. All right?